Welcome back, everybody, to F123 My Team Career Mode. This is episode number 13 as we are ready to take on the Mexico City Grand Prix. I would say this is probably one of my favorite tracks on the calendar due to its like long straights and its free flowing nature. I mean, up till up till the stadium section in Sector 3. But other than that, it's one of my favorites, as I said already. But yeah, we had an issue on the R&D regarding the one of the R&D developments for the car, and then we find out that there's gonna be a huge change in regulations affecting our hard work that we have done throughout the season. And if we do not reinvest in protecting the said departments that are affected for the next season's regulations, then we would lose a lot of our pace. So from here on out, we won't be developing our car any further, other than the other upgrades that are coming throughout the rest of the season. But other than that, from there, we're just going to be collecting R&D points to protect our affected developments. But anyway, here we are now in Q1, and as you can see, a lot of traffic ahead of us as we start our first run with Charles Leclerc right ahead of us, who is also going to start his flying lap. So we could get affected by that, but we try to keep and we try to build some distance, but that causes Ocon to be on our tail, who's right behind us. But here we are at the beginning of the flying lap. It's a long straight down into turn 1, where our engine will be definitely at its best performance, as we have the strongest engine on the grid still. But yeah, Red Bull have caught up. Even though we're the customer team, they have caught up to us. I mean, it's obvious. It's Red Bull. They have the cash. They have the R&D points. But anyway, not a bad first run, I thought at the time. Just getting used to the track on low fuel, low weight, and we set a good lap time, 1:20.21. Now we're gonna let George Russell. Where's not George Russell? There he is. We let him through, and we're gonna start our flying lap, our second flying lap, because we are now at risk of exiting qualifying early. So I have had a few upset what's it called, or shocking qualifying exits in the last few races, but I'm hoping over here today that we do not get that. And this is a lap on a used set of softs, just letting you know. So yeah, we improved by a second going towards the end of the flying lap, and it seems like we improved a lot going through that stadium section. And by the end of the lap, we have improved by 8/10, which is enough to put us in P9, which is enough for Q2. And now,
right, we've lost telemetry. In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with us for a few minutes if you can, please.
as we had a sensor issue, which caused us to get out of the pits a bit late, but that gives us an opportunity to set a clean lap, even though I think that's an Alfa Romeo who's behind us. But it doesn't look like they're on a flying lap. As right now into turn 1 we go. This is gonna be the main focus of our overtakes, or our possible overtakes throughout the entire race, as it's a very long straight and that DRS is very strong over here. So right now we're just gonna finish our benchmark lap. I think this is on a new set of tires. I'm not really sure, I do not remember at all. But yeah, not a bad lap, to be fair. I didn't even see the freaking end. Anyway, whatever.
Let's get it out there.
Currently sat in P8, so again at risk of losing out on a chance to participate in Q3. So we exit right at the front of the pack, just the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, who was ahead of us, but we overtook him to get a clear track ahead of us, and this time on a new set of soft tires. I believe the last time I was up on a used set from Q1. So yeah, that would explain why I'm sitting a bit lower and I'm gaining a lot of time under braking alone. But we lose a bit of time here, just exiting the chicane after turn 1. And yeah, we gain up to 4 tenths, nearing the end of sector 1 with a purple sector 1. And now going towards the turn 6 hairpin, and now into the stadium section. We are 7 tenths up on Lewis Hamilton, and not really up on our time, which is kind of weird. But yeah, we make a lot of ground up in exiting the stadium section of the track, and now half a second gain. We are currently sitting in P2, but will it be enough with all the drivers improving their laps right behind us? Yes, it is. We have made it into Q3, but just barely, about 2 tenths in it, almost 2 tenths between me and 11th place. But yeah, now Q3, we have 2 new sets of softs ready for us to abuse going around the circuit. As turn 1 this time, we missed the apex there, but we hit it. I mean, we ride the curb over there, and now heading into the stadium section. It's a very nice technical place, but we actually almost spin out over there as we catch it very well, and that's definitely going to cost us some time. But where are we going to end up on our first run? It's P4, so we could have possibly went onto the front row over here, but it doesn't seem to be the case, obviously, as I almost shunted it into the wall. But again, now this is our second run. This is our last chance to get a good qualifying position ahead of the race. We have, after this race, we have Brazil, Vegas, and then Abu Dhabi. So it's one of the last few races in our current F1 calendar. We get closer to the apex this time, and we gain some time, and then we lose some of it exiting the chicane. But then by the end of our second flying lap, we have gained up to 4 tenths, and we are definitely going to gain more over here, since we lost a lot of time. And now up to 6, 7, I think up to 8 tenths gained. But is it going to be enough to keep us on the front row of the grid? Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris takes second place, and we end up in 5th.
Let's review our top 3 today. Leclerc, Hamilton, and Lando Norris. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Back in the 60s, Mexico City would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host the finale now, but Mexico hosts a party nonetheless. So welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour. And providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right, and the remaining 7 going to the left. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Perez, Sainz, Russell, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, the owner driver, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, Stroll, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Hauger, Sonoda, Joe, De Vries, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And with me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. The last few races have been a bit rough for them, unable to get a clean run. That's got to have some effect on their confidence, surely.
Certainly confidence is an important factor. And every time you're involved in an incident, it's not just the car you damage, but that confidence as well. But all the top racing drivers were able to tune that out when the race gets underway and focus on the job at hand.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Alright, here we are on the formation lap leading up to the race. We have got a 5-place grid penalty for a new engine. So yeah, we have a new internal combustion engine, which should give us maximum power, and that will be very helpful for us as we're going down the long pit straight. But yeah, the main focus now is to get a good launch off the line and overtake everyone in front of us. That's literally what racing is about. But yeah, also getting our tires warmed up for the start of the race, as again we need a good launch if we want to be able to make some moves going into turn 1. So yeah, we're warming up the rear tires now. We're lighting them up to get the maximum traction off the line as we get a purple parking, and we are gonna be waiting for the 5 red lights as we are now waiting for the rest of the grid to form up, as we right now head into 5 red lights for the Mexico City Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. Charles Leclerc got a very slow start as Lewis Hamilton already overtakes him off the line, and Lando Norris as well. Carlos Sainz overtakes Charles Leclerc as we are now going round the outside of everybody heading into turn 1. We're already into second place as we go round the outside of Lewis Hamilton, and we take the lead of the race from 10th on the grid on the first lap. That's probably one of the best starts I've had in this game, as now Lewis Hamilton tries to fight back, taking the inside line going into turn 4 as we are now side by side going into this technical part. I outbrake myself there and got off the track, but we maintain first place. Carlos Sainz now side by side with Lewis Hamilton, but Hamilton holds him off and keeps second place, as now he tucks in right behind, and as we are going to the through the S's. And yeah, compared to the S's at the Circuit of the Americas, this is much easier to handle. Obviously there's less turning to be done, but now into the stadium section, Hamilton needs a good setup here if he wants to overtake us for the lead of the race, as we show him the outside line a bit over there to slow him down a little bit and make him think that there was an overtaking opportunity. But now going down to turn 1, he's in our slipstream using the battery as he is now going to the outside, but we managed to outpace him as soon as he left the slipstream he wasn't able to get alongside. And yeah, that's definitely one of the best opening laps I've had playing this game. Now lap 3, it's Hamilton and Verstappen. So the top 3 are all soft runners, Sainz and Lando on the hards. I'm not so sure why, as now the run up going into turn 1, Hamilton getting very close once again with the use of ERS. We're gonna show him the outside line as we're gonna try to defend this move going down the inside as we brake late and retake first place just like that, as quick as I just lost it. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But yeah, once again Hamilton has a chance going into turn 4 Will he take the chance or will he stay behind us? No, he opts to stay behind as he feels like it's too far behind, but he almost manages to sneak past around the outside, but we squeeze him off to the outside curb and he just backs out from that move. As right now it's all about defending this position, as it's gonna be great if we can get a win. Now we're gonna try to get him out of our tow, as now once again Hamilton is alongside us and ahead before heading into turn 1, but as you can see we just brake late and keeps very good hair product, not sponsored. Going into turn 1 there with Hamilton, we just brake late, and that's basically the idea, as I'm confident with the car right now. It's very quick down the straight, so we're able to hold them off for the majority of the straight. As you can see over here, Hamilton once again lining up an attack, and this time with DRS. I forgot that DRS was enabled, as he overtakes us, as now we take the outside line, braking late, and we go around the outside and retake first place once again. And a great display from us, a great racing display from us, as now once again Hamilton with DRS, but he's too far back, trying to make a move, and we just managed to hold him off again for 6 laps, as now we almost spin out once again over there. A bit of tire wear affecting our traction, as now lap 8 Hamilton has been overtaken by Max Verstappen, and he takes the inside line heading towards the stadium section and takes the lead of the race. Or is he going to take the lead of the race? He's down the inside now. Yeah, he takes the lead of the race, and we are now right behind him going through the detection point, and this time it's going to be us attacking. That does sound a bit aggressive. Trying to overtake, let's just use that term, trying to overtake Verstappen going into turn 1, as we had the DRS on him, and now Hamilton is going to go down the inside and see if he could retake second place from Max Verstappen, but Max Verstappen defends it very well, and they are still side by side going towards turn 4, but with our double dose of DRS, as there's only one detection point for the 2 DRS zones on this track, we managed to build a gap of a second and a half, but I don't think I'll be able to hold on to that. As you can see already, 2 laps later, Max Verstappen is on our tail once again, but this time he has the DRS going down into turn 1, as we are now within our pit window. We're using everything we have in that battery package. Max Verstappen tries to overtake. We kind of leave him just enough room to stay on the track, as we take the inside line and keep first place. This whole race is just going to be about defense the whole way throughout this race, as we almost lose it as we are going through the S's over there. There's some good car control, not gonna lie there, but that gives Max Verstappen the chance maybe to take the lead. No, we cover it off very well. We cover the inside line as we hold him off. He's probably gonna pit with us, so there's no threat of an overcut. Maybe if he goes long, he'll be able to get some clean air and post up some good lap times, as now the top, I don't know, but it's ourselves, Verstappen, Hamilton, I think that's Piastri, no, Lando, and who else, but I can't really tell. But we get into the pits, I think it's Albon for Williams, as we keep ourselves ahead of Verstappen in going into the pits, as we switch to the medium tires till the end of the race. Now, by how much have we lost going through the pits against the leaders currently, Perez, who's our current rival, and Carlos Sainz? It doesn't seem like it's a lot. If we look at the track map, as they're pitting right now, and we just we overbreak, we overshoot the corner, and Verstappen just swoops in and takes the lead of the race. But it won't matter, as we have DRS now going into turn 1, and with ERS at with our battery at 60%, we are gonna be closing that gap, and we're definitely gonna be making an overtake going into turn 1, as we are now in our net P1 P2 position, Max Verstappen and ourselves, as we make the move before making it even into making I don't know, man, English is hard, okay? It's funny, I've been speaking this language for the last 19 years and I still can't speak it properly. But it doesn't matter anyway, as Verstappen is now in second place. We overtake him before reaching turn 1, as we have a different top 3 now. It's the same top 2. It's ourselves and Max Verstappen, but Lando Norris now joins the party, with Charles Leclerc behind, Sainz right behind him, making up the top 5. 6th is Hamilton, Russell, and then 8th is Perez, Alonso in 9th, and Piastri rounds up the top 10. As right now we are gonna prepare to defend another attack from Max Verstappen, as well as Lando Norris, who's actually very close behind. He could also pose a threat to us going into turn 1, as he's getting closer, and now he's going down the inside. We're going 3 wide into turn 1, and we just managed to, we make some contact there with Lando Norris, but we managed to escape without any damage, as we hold on to first place. That was like threading the needle through a very tight hole. Pause. Wait, no, it's normal things, bro. When you're what's the word? I don't know. Knitting, was it? Yeah, you do that anyway. Now lap 21, Lando Norris got overtaken by Charles Leclerc, who is currently sitting. Why was that? Anyway, he's sitting in third, as Max Verstappen tried around the outside. Now he's going down the inside, heading towards turn 1, and he manages to take the lead momentarily, as we're gonna hang it round the outside, late braking, going into turn 1. We ride the curb over there and keep our lead once again. This whole race has been about defending crazy moves, just crazy defense basically. I was aggressive. That's aggressive defense over there, as we hold on to first place, and now Charles Leclerc takes second place from Max Verstappen, and with DRS he is getting closer to us heading into the stadium section. And once again I go wide into that corner and outbrake myself, and now we are side by side in the stadium section, and we stay behind Charles Leclerc. The tactic is over there is to stay behind before the detection point, so we can have the best opportunity going into turn 1, and I pull it off once again, as now Max Verstappen, who's alongside me with DRS, we're both heading into turn 1 behind Charles Leclerc, who doesn't have DRS obviously, since he's in first place, as now he drops behind us. Max Verstappen is going down the inside of Carlos Sainz, whom he lost a position to, and he's still alongside him, trying to maintain and keep that final podium position. But this whole race, it's just been about defense and 600 IQ tactics going into the stadium section before the detection point, as now the top 3 is Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and ourselves. We're in first place. I kind of messed up there a bit, but yeah, Verstappen is now in 4th place after being overtaken by Carlos Sainz heading into turn 4. And this would be his last overtaking opportunity, but it seems like he's too far enough, as Charles Leclerc now down the inside heading into the stadium section. We fight it the whole way, as we are now rounding the final few corners. The drivers behind us threw everything at us, but we are gonna come out on top, as we are now gonna cross the line to take victory here in Mexico. This is our 2nd race win in our career mode, and this season as well, as from 10th on the grid we managed to take first place and hold on to it Yeah, I would definitely take that as a good race win from us.
You can't fault the performance on the track today. A well-deserved victory. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, this was won through an abundance of speed and skillful overtakes. Inside, outside, cutting underneath, we saw it all today. And it's really nice to see a Grand Prix won in that manner. A race to satisfy the purists today, I think.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day? Let's move on to the constructors. And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull after a long and hard-fought season. They've built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. Please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell if you haven't done so already. And follow me on Instagram at the8ball._. I'll have it somewhere on the top over there. Yeah, we're gonna be taking another penalty due to our energy store being worn out, or like what I would like to call worn out. It's at like 60%, which won't give us the full benefit of the energy store. Anyway, I'll end this video right here. Have a great day.